All right, now to another aspect of this firefight. And maybe you've not realized that this was even a thing. In Los Angeles right now, many of the firefighters working around the clock are incarcerated. They're inmates. We checked with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, and they confirmed that as of Friday, nearly 1,000 inmates who are part of its fire camp program have been working to stop these wildfires. Now, this is voluntary, and for some, it's a controversial program, partly because of their pay. The department explained it to us this way. Depending on skill, the inmates earn between $5.80 and $10.24 per day. During an emergency, CAL FIRE also pays the crew members an additional $1 per hour. They work a 24-hour shift, and the lowest skilled crew member would earn at least $26.90 per day. My next guest knows what it's like to do that work. Royal Ramey worked as a firefighter while incarcerated. He went on to become co-founder and CEO of the Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program. They help recruit and train formerly and currently incarcerated firefighters for professional firefighting careers. And Royal was also pardoned by Governor Newsom in 2022. Royal, hello to you. And first, let's just kind of set the comparison of what we saw, the Pechanga firefighters, what LA firefighters, CAL FIRE, what they're doing, and what these incarcerated firefighters are doing. Is it the same work?
Yes, it is. But thanks for actually having me, Victor. But first and foremost, I would like to share send my thoughts and prayers out to the families that have been impacted by LA fires, and a big thank you to our first responders and volunteers who are serving the LA community. But yeah, pretty much it is the same work. You got on out there, and because I pretty much learned to be a firefighter when I was in prison. I was part of California fire camp program, which they train and employ people who are incarcerated to fight wildfires. And we out there, we in the front lines, we utilizing tools, we going out and we out there cutting line and doing our thing.
Yeah. And so what I've learned from reading about this project is that after a fitness test in this fire camp program, they get 4 days of classroom instruction, 4 days of field instruction, and then they're to work. Is that enough?
Honestly, when you become a professional firefighter, start out your career as a firefighter two, you get a 2-week training. But for, professionally, it takes time to really understand, the level of being able to be a firefighter long term. So it's just, it takes time. It definitely takes time. But with an additional training that you receive while you incarcerated, they definitely give you the tools, the knowledge, skills, and tools and abilities to make it happen.
Yeah. The estimate from the state government is that this program saves Californians about $100 million a year. So it's a great savings to the people. So let's talk about pay for these men and women who are out fighting. The least skilled makes at least $26.90 per day. Why not more? If they're out doing the same work, regardless of being incarcerated, they're out doing the same work as someone who is not.
Yeah, look, there's very little pay, we're talking dollars here, but they're getting the experience, and our job is to try to get them a pathway so they can be able to have a good career once they come home. And that's one of the reasons why my co-founder, Brandon Smith, and I started the Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program. We are a career training program that equips people coming home from prison and others from marginalized communities for careers protecting the environment and serving our community as firefighters. And we do this in 4 ways, Victor. We recruit, we train, and we help them get a job. We mentor them throughout their career. And we have graduates out there right now in the field in LA right now, and we're so proud of them.
Yeah, and that is part of the challenge, is that people go out and a part of this program, they fight these fires that we're grateful that they and everyone else is doing. But once they are released, it's difficult to get a job with those skills that they earned and they learned. Royal Ramey, I thank you for the work you're doing and for the time you spent with us this morning.